Welcome back, everybody. Zinnia and Formal still behind the mics, and look, I got dressed up for this, okay? Like, we were called business formal for a reason, and then I find out no cams, so you'll just have to picture me in the most dapper Drac suit and tie, just like you are, as we get geared to go. It's time for that grand final. 2 teams remain, and they're each the 2 teams that I think we kind of saw making it to the end at the start on this one. Free Duboo has gone all the way to this grand final, but they've got a tough match up against, well, Ethan. So, I mean, it's going to be a battle.
Yeah, I have to say, I mean, you don't sound too excited about Ethan and co, but as someone who's been watching some scrims and stuff, I have to say, Ethan, Crystalite, Scooby Manoopi, I have to say I'm really excited to how much this team has improved and to see how they go against a more established team like Spider Mommy as Jet W, Morning Wolf. I mean, I'm super curious about how this match is going to play out. And I have to say, as someone who can see right now, Formal is looking dapper as hell.
Yeah, actually, I took the jacket. Look, I'm not going to throw us under the bus too much. I took off the jacket. Okay, I had to put on a Williams jersey. Coincide with my American brother and Logan Sargent. We each crashed and burned today, so like it just makes sense to me. This is though our grand final. We're already into it, and this team comp looks a little similar to that last one, at least on the side of Free Duboo. Again, the Drekar and the Estelle coming through, but this time with an Asher on Atlas's lab. That makes a bit of sense.
Yeah, we see the Asher goalie mirror, and pretty common pick now. We're seeing Asher goalie as a bit of an alternative to Duboo. She has a little bit of the same powers, but she's a lot more. She's a lot better at just fully brute forcing the core through people, and you'll definitely see that more. And we see Crystalite on a character like Julie. Not something I've actually seen that much, despite watching the scrims. Is as she usually plays a little bit more of the midfield role. Ethan as well on this Luna, pretty standard for him. Very similar to his Vice pick. I have to say, Luna, Vice, 2 characters that generally you can see interchanged quite a bit.
Yeah, they are each very, very strong. Now, I was just about to ask what what the stupid letters mean down there, the acronym. I don't want to upload this is their team name, and if I'm not mistaken, as they score the first goal, they were also the #1 seed in this event.
I believe so. And
yes, they were.
I think you're seeing why after seeing all these games is they've been really dominant. Honestly, even though there's been a little bit of some close calls, you can see Ethan, Crystalite, and a really good forward duo, and Scooby Manoopi is just an iron wall on this Asher. And I don't believe he might not be allowed to play the Duboo, but on the Duboo, he's a menace. I have to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually kind of crazy. I'm looking at the seeding again right now. This is our #1 versus #2 seeded team. So shout out to the people who seeded this event. They did their job correctly. They have seeded the top 2 teams. They're sitting first and second as Jet is going to lock and load and put in an equalizing shot.
Yeah, Jet just so good with those stops on the core flip there. And talking about actually starter awakenings, we forgot to mention it. We see Stacks and Built different here. Stacks taken by all players of I didn't want to upload this, while BD taken by, I believe it's Jet and Spider Mommy here.
Yep, that is also that's one of the 2 things we were mainly talking about. Only 1 Stacks, and actually I'm a little bit surprised to see Jet with the BD as opposed for the Stacks. I mean, we already saw how useful that movement speed was last time around. Triple Stacks on the opposite side, though, pretty good. Crystal is the only one who you think maybe could have gone a BD on the Juliet, but that's just a matter of preference in this round. And valuing speed, I think as the level of play gets higher and higher, speed just becomes more and more important.
Absolutely. Speed is such a powerful awakening. And honestly, I think one of the things that you'll see the difference between more high level games and stuff like this is, I don't know if we would have seen a single build different in one of the higher level games. It feels so bad to be the only one without Stacks. And I'm not even sure how Crystalite died, but oh my god, a bloodbath right now.
Yeah, this is getting violent. Good core flip in response to the core flip. Spider Mummy coming up huge. Now Ethan going to try and walk this core in. They go down low, and with a bit of some crowd control, they get the goal. 2-1 lead. I don't want to upload this. 1 goal away from the first set.
We're seeing the core flip come online for Jet W soon, while the side of Edmund uploads is pretty scarce when it comes to energy. It's Crystalite Basically none. Ethan not even having an elusive, while Scooby is getting closer and closer as play goes on, but seems like we're going to see the first core flip from Jet, but no, he dies to the combo for the, I think that was the Atlas Black Hole into the nuke.
It was black hole into a nuke and the Juliet punch at the same time.
Oh,
so they just kind of just absolutely rocked. It's a rough place to be in, but on the power play, Spider Mommy nearly was able to hold it. Eventually they do come through. Ethan looking for the KO, doesn't get it on the first attempt, now tries to dribble to themselves, has Crystal, but they don't connect. Scoopy Banoopy keeps it forward, finds the gap, and that's going to be the first set to I don't want to upload this.
That is tragic. I think that's just one of those moments where the Asher thought the Estelle would take it, the Estelle thought the Asher would get it, and both ended up just letting it go through, and you hate to see that.
It hurts a bit, unless you're rooting for I don't want to upload this, in which case you are celebrating that. The #1 seed takes the first set, gets first pick, and Luna with Deadeye, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that hurts. And while we're on this, while we have a little bit of bakery on the draft, I'll remind everyone to go vote for the Community Choice Award in the Discord server there. It should be a little bit up in announcements, or if someone wants to post it in chat. Vote for your favorite team. Let us know what you think was great about the event, what you think we could do better next time, and yeah, just let us know what you think.
It is a feedback survey that I encourage everybody to go in and fill out because I believe, yeah, you know, like the MVP team, I think, gets a bit of a reward. So make sure you don't pick whoever wins this series as that MVP because they've already won it. All right, you don't get to win twice, which now that I think about it, doesn't really make sense because if you're the most valuable team, you should already. Either way, Crystal with a 2-person dunk makes it a 1-0 game.
Great stuff from Chris there, and we brushed past it a little bit, but I have to say, on that draft there, the Luna with Ethan and Jet W's Drakkar there, definitely the winners there. Missile Prop, incredible awakening on Drakkar. Deadeye, maybe Luna's single best awakening, so those two definitely coming on hub. Not amazing stuff there, but Jet W just forcing it through the barrier there, great stuff.
What was great about that was Spider Mommy on the save, actually, with their own barrier, saved Jet's life from Crystal, who was going for the, like, absolute combo, like the punch-kick combo, to put them away. Kick-punch combo, my mistake. Probably that's why I lost so much. Either way, Spider Mommy now striking it up the midfield. Can't quite get it to Jet just yet.
Yep, Jet W just trying to get the core, but not quite able to play as aggressive as he wants on that high of a stagger. But you're seeing the Van Brace is actually something we didn't mention, but it's working out quite a bit for him here. Just able to stay alive and regen without the Juliet killing him here, but he's just taking so much damage. The Asher healed into the Luna Dash, the Luna Rocket, it hurts so much.
There is so much damage right now on the I don't want to upload this side, and they are putting it to use. Nearly gets the second barrier. Spider Mommy still holding strong as best as they can. Scoopy Banoopy tries to keep it down low for now. The black hole sends it up top. Bit of a charge shot out of Jet W, but not quite enough to break it through. Again, the black hole making its other way, and normally in higher level play, and in most games, you'll see that black hole broken by now. Both teams opting to keep it up because they each want to go for KOs. As
but just Jet W there, maybe the best person that could have hit this game for them at least. Jet W able to heal it back up. Not too much of a threat here. Playing near that edge, that's definitely scary. Ethan going for the KO, but just misses it.
Yeah, Spider Mommy still sitting with the core flip as well, so it's going to be tough to kind of break the line. They actually use it pretty prematurely, but it does get Jet in a strike war situation. The power of Asher, though, too strong. Denies them for now. Follow-up shot from Morning Wolf forces the 2v1, but Jet didn't have a lock and load available, and those helpless swings into the air. We've all been there before. Not able to seal the deal yet. The stuff from Morning Wolf, not enough. Still can't get into Jet. Black hole still up. Jet gets control of it, but gets thrown out of the CC trade. Doesn't matter. They recover and score the goal.
Scoopy not quite able to get that second strike out to save that, and yeah, you see Jet W just scoring all these goals for the side of Free Duboo here, just keeping in that position as the Drakkar there. So scary as a goalie.
Yeah, he is so strong at this one. Also want to shout out Luke, saying they already voted for Free Duboo, though, before this final. And I think, you know, Luke, that's pretty BM, assuming Free Duboo is going to lose like that, all right? That's a big dunk, though, on the Jet. That looks pretty solid in that front. Chris couldn't quite get it in. Crystalline has the pass, actually goes for the kick, misses, still drops the special, doesn't quite work. Ethan back down to Crystalline. Again, stuffed by Spider Mommy. This defense can only hold for so long. 2-1 lead for I don't want to upload this.
Yep, Spider Mommy there, a great showing on the Asher goalie there, being a real iron wall, but as you said, I mean, eventually it's going to get through enough hits, your cooldown's getting burned, and eventually Asher just doesn't have enough to hold it there from the Luna and the Juliet.
Not able to get it just as yet.
That
Two
is
barriers
tragic.
fall. Morning Wolf able to get them both. And now with Jet forward, this could be an opportunity to equalize.
Ethan's just a
Yet
one-man
Ethan
army.
with the flip gets them both back. The nuke buys space for Crystalline, but they're not able to capitalize on it. Now Ethan stuffed by Jet, who's still trying to push forward. Scoopy Banoopy save on the line. They try to buy as much possession as possible, but with the barrier, they're also able to flip it back to the other side. Morning Wolf can get staggered. Jet as well. Each low. Core flip down. Pass to Ethan. No. It's a little bit off target. Now it's core flip to core flip from each of the goal keeps. Ethan has Crystalline up top. Not able to connect straight away. Still trying to play it down low. Crystalline steps low, but the core goes straight up to Morning Wolf, who on low stagger still pushes forward. Still looking for Jet. Lock and load, and we are tied.
Great stuff there from both teams, just back and forth, flip to flip. You can see so many scoring opportunities that were just stuffed by both the goalies, and just barely the lock and load gets it.
Yeah, that was a really good hold, I feel like, from the free Duboo side, especially with the big plays coming out of Ethan right now, who's already staggered Morning Wolf.
Absolutely. I mean, this Luna hurts so much, especially with the Deadeye grab there. It's so hard to stay unstaggered, if we're being honest. This Luna, a single rocket is doing half your HP at this point.
Yeah, Ethan has been absolutely cooking on this Luna right now.
And
That
he's just
damage.
strike roaring them. He doesn't even need the rockets to do damage. He's just pushing through the Asher and the Estelle here.
Oh, and that's going to lead to the goal. Crystalite was the one who pushes it in, so it's going to be another set victory for I Don't Want to Upload This. They might need to change their name unless, you know, they feel bad for their opponents. Up 2-0 right now. This is where we remind people, it's a best of 3, all right? So even if we see this red side take the next set, we still have another game. And it's looking very, very likely that they're going to take this next one. Perfect form taken on the Juliet. A little bit surprising, but the big one, Ethan on the Luna, heavy impact.
Yeah, and I have to say, I mean, from personal experience, don't count the first game as being, even if it's dominant, don't count that as a free win for the rest of the BO3. As someone who's been there, as a lot of the OC scene might know.
Well, no, but there's no Kruha, all right? Like, I'm convinced at this stage Kruha is the reverse fleet master, but he's not in this.
He isn't, and thank God.
Yeah, unless, you know, all of a sudden Ethan and Kruha were like, actually, no, it would be Scoopy and Kruha were sharing accounts at this stage.
Scoopy is looking real good here. I mean, maybe not quite Kruha level, but you said, I mean, from what I saw a month ago to now, I mean, Scoopy is looking so much better.
Can I just say, like, that improvement, I think, is being felt by everybody. As someone who, you know, has been playing, has been scrimming, has been running into these familiar names, like, yes, there's still always improvement. And I think, you know, you throw any of these teams into the Monday Night Mondays, I don't know if they're getting those top 4s there. But the level of improvement that we have seen from 1 month ago to now, from literally every single player in this event, has been outstanding. Crystalite able to get the goal. And that is a credit to the coaches as well. Like, all the coaches who put in the time and the effort to actually help this player base improve as a region, hats off to them. My goodness.
Absolutely. I mean, the coaches help a lot, but you have to realize, like, I mean, a lot of the players' first instincts may have been maybe to like, okay, well, I have a coach. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I don't think people understand how much of a skill it is to be able to learn, to be able to improve, even with the help of someone. It can be kind of difficult at some points, and for every player here to be able to improve as much as we can see here is really great and really impressive.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I can only speak from personal experience. I know my team didn't do too hot today, all right? But if I feel so much more comfortable playing this game than I used to, even against like higher level players. Like, obviously I don't feel as good, but I feel like I can keep up. I know where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to be doing, which sometimes makes it more frustrating when you can't. Either way, Scoopy up to Ethan, not able to connect straight away. He's going to get bullied a little bit. As we see that pressure coming there, Crystalite wants to try and set something forward. Not quite there either as well. The barrier is going to buy a bit of time. Ethan sits right behind it, goes for a diving touch.
Great,
not able to get it, but it's still looking very good for the team in red.
Oh, those passes there have been so good for the side of it. I didn't want to upload this. Ethan or Crystalite always able to just get it straight through the other end. You have to start thinking if maybe that's a mistake from the side of Free Duboo there, not having someone to cover that in between there, to cover those passes. You may start to think if maybe you want Jet to play a little bit back there to be able to cover that.
I just realized something, and this might be a bit of a conspiracy, so I apologize right now if I'm calling them out, but I don't want to upload this. Not only are they the #1 seed, all right, yeah, that's fair, but like they're one of like 3 teams or 4 teams that have 2 coaches. Does that make them quite as good? Is that an unfair advantage that I'm seeing right now?
I mean, it might be. I have to say, not to leak anything too hard, I have to say, it might not be on the spreadsheet, but I have maybe contributed a little bit to some of these teams' coaching ability.
That's fair. By the way, first game already done. It's going to go to I Don't Want to Upload This. It was pretty methodical how they got that final goal. They're now going to be up 1-0 on the series score. But to carry on your point real quick, all of the coaches helped all of the teams, except for one. There was one coach that I think did more harm than good. And I'm not going to name Paris's name, but I do notice that they have a second coach with them now. That wasn't the case before. So, let's just keep Paris anonymous in this one and not call them out for terrible coaching. But outside of that, I do feel like, I noticed coaches were always bouncing around helping everybody, and that's really been a great part of the scene.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's great to see. Like, I mean, I would talk to some players, players of highs and aces, of I didn't want to upload this, even some. Just players all over in general chat, and you could see like sometimes they would just mention like, oh yeah, coach from blank team helped me out with something specific, and you can see it's I mean, it's really great to see just like the community aspect of this, able to help each other out even if you are technically competing.
Also, I'm being called out right now. Why you have to do Paris like that? Look, if you want to know the story, what happened was there was one scrim where Paris subbed in, and all he did was 1v5 and just beat up on everybody. And I am convinced that this tournament exists just for Paris to beat up on noobs under the guise of scrims. But everyone else in the community made it wonderful and great.
Yeah. I mean,
love you, Paris.
Not to single anyone out, like no single Paris or anyone in particular, but like, yeah, basically everyone. I mean, like 99.9% of the people in this community really helped make this tournament something great.
Yeah, no, it really did. It really did. I think, and obviously we're joking around. Paris did a lot behind the scenes to make this thing as wonderful as it was. Everyone who's been behind the scenes has done that. But we still have another game of Omega Strikers to play, so hopefully we'll get into this one as quick as possible. I don't want to upload this. One game away from taking home the first Coachable Cup. Look, you're the pro player here, all right? You're the high elo. You're the experienced one. Who are you scouting right now on your next team from what you've seen so far?
I mean, I have to say, I mean, the players in this game definitely, I mean, not to say the obvious, I mean, they're looking great here. The teamwork from Spider Army as Jet W, Morning Wolf, Olo, Duboo, just the individual plays from Ethan, Chris Light, Scooby Manoopy. I mean, but those are obvious. I have to say, my standout from so far that I didn't quite expect was Great Jinx actually looked incredibly good so far. And I will say from early in the tournament, Juno, a personal favorite of mine, my soul character, love her, barely playable until about a month ago. I have to say, X-Man looked amazing on that character, I have to say, to give a shout out there.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I mean, it's hard from being the player's perspective because when you, as you know, when you get in the game, you just stop paying attention to who's actually who, and you're focusing more on, you know, the character in front of you. I want to give a shout out to the who has been the thorn in my side for it feels like this entire month. Fierce Knight on the Pebble Knights. I don't know how much they got seen on stream, but that guy has improved a lot, and I think he is better than a lot of people give him credit for. Either way, here we go. Gates of Obscura, match number 2. The most headache-inducing map for a new player. It would be fitting if we ended all here.
Yeah, no, I mean, just to back up your point, I would say the most headache-inducing map for the top level of players too. Really, just bringing Omega Strikers to Mario Party levels here. And well, I have some personal gripes with the map. We are going to see the same comp here from Duboo, Drakkar, Estelle on the side of Free Duboo, and we're seeing the Luna coming out again from Ethan, and it seems like we're going to see maybe the same comp. Yep, same comp on both sides, just switching the Asher out for Duboo on the side of Free Duboo.
I like this.
Yeah, pretty difficult. I have to say the Luna is really powerful on this map so far from what I've seen, and the Asher goalie is actually becoming a pretty quick favorite from the high level goalies. Feels amazing to play both forward and goalie on this map. I'm
actually excited to see, because I feel like, look, Asher forward on this map also can be incredibly like oppressive, as I think everyone has kind of experienced who's probably watching along. So I want to see if Scoopy is willing, especially when it's in that corner portal, if they're willing to take that risk, step through the portal and be that third attacker, because this is like the map that allows the easiest access to it. And I think the Asher goalie is who you'd kind of want to take that position. Obviously, it would be a higher risk, but that's what I'm rooting for at some stage in this one. Although at the moment, Jet has a chance, and we've seen this a few times. Easy cross up, easy goal.
Yep, and the starting awakenings here, we see Missile Prop and Specialized Trading. Missile Prop taken on all but the Juliet and the Asher on the side of, I didn't want to upload this.
Yeah, it was very oppressive. Good log at the start. Jet keeps it low, but then gets KO'd. Crystal Light, big play.
Yep, Juliet's so scary. You're really forced to play on those sides here to shove it in, and Juliet can just get those kills so easily with that dash punch here, and Ethan just getting the barrier pretty easy there on the side of him.
I feel I want to feel bad for Ethan right now, but I just can't. Our two awakenings in this one, missile propulsion and specialized training. And the only reason why I don't feel that bad for Ethan is because, well, like, or why I do feel bad, sorry, is because now you can't get both of those. But these are amazing awakenings for Luna. It's really amazing awakenings on everybody. For the record, Crystal Light and Asher Scooby Banooby were the two with the specialized training. Everyone else has got missile propulsion, including the entirety of the free Duboo side.
Yep, and I mean, it's like an age-old question. When you have two such like amazing awakenings, is do you even want to pick this character like Luna? It's because you can't cap quite as hard, but I mean, you're really spoiled for choice as well. The Missile Prop is such an incredibly strong awakening on Luna.
I'm a little bit surprised to see Spider Mummy actually on the missile propulsion as opposed to the specialized training. So now I'm just gonna like throw back to your expertise and looking at the sides of the wall right there. I guess you still can block off the teleporter with a normal Duboo special.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of Duboos not quite a fan of missile propulsion. It really messes with their like placement there. But I mean, if you make it work, it can be really powerful to have such range. But I have to agree a little bit. I think the specialized training would have been a little bit underrated here. Just being able to get those random kills on the side when people are trying to shove into your barrier in such a cramped space next to the portal would be really good. And even if you're not quite going for it, I mean, just the damage as well would be a lot on the Duboo.
Oh, speaking of big damage, Ethan with the KO. Now Crystallite has a low staggered Jet as well, who probably needs to be careful. Through the portals we go. What is happening? The core bouncing every which way. Eventually it looks good for the side of I don't want to upload this until a good touch from Spider Mummy sends it back. Through the portals we go, and Jet wins the strike war.
It is just on point with those strike wars and goal there. And I mean, you can see this map's a little bit goofy, but it looks like maybe it's a bit more practice from the side of Free Duboo.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good so far on this first set. They would love to bounce back after losing in Atlas's lab. Crystallite going straight after Jet, though, takes him quite low. First barrier falls, second barrier saves. Scooby Banooby steps forward, but not too far forward. Either way, Ethan and Spider Mummy each with the core flip. First one gets used. Ethan still has theirs, and that could be dangerous for the side of Free Duboo.
You see Ethan with the core flip, they really want, and then they get it without barrier. This might be a pretty easy goal from Ethan. He's able to set up so easily with the portals, and oh my god, that was amazing.
So quick, so decisive, and then it is gone. This is a very big goal right now for the Free Duboo side. They lose this one, they're set down, already a match down. It's going to make that comeback that much more difficult. Spider Mummy takes two chances to head it through the portal, and it gave Scooby Banooby enough time to set.
Yep, and I have to say, I mean, if you're the side of Free Duboo, you're pretty scared of letting a character like Luna or Julie get that first awakening choice. And Morning Wolf with the combo on the Estelle, not something you see too often. You know, the teleport into primary just taking out Ethan so freely there. And yeah, I mean, what I was saying here, you're really scared of letting Luna or Julie get those damage awakenings for free on these drafts if they MVP here.
Yeah, it has been so strong. As that's a big KO. They use the flip for it, but then through the portals we go. It actually goes in favor of the Free Duboo side. A little bit awkward still. These teams having to work for these barriers so far.
Up in Scooby Banooby barrier, and I have to say, Crystallite might be feeling a little bit bad about that, but that doesn't look reminiscent. That doesn't look that unreminiscent of high-low play either. You really get some kind of messed up own goals and own barriers on this map as every single player here.
Yep, yeah, that you do. As we see the KO, Ethan just kind of riding around. There goes the second barrier, so a chance to take this first set. Free Duboo, they need it, they got it, it's going in. First set goes to the team in blue.
That's amazing. You're loving that first set win if you're Free Duboo. You really don't want the side of I don't want to upload this to start scaling and get those damage awakenings, and it's honestly a little bit sad that you don't see more damage on the more damage awakenings on this side here, because you want to be able to deny those, to take those and actually scale up your own damage before the Luna and the Juliet can really start building that up.
Yeah,
the patch on the Duboo, a pretty standard thing. The stagger smacker on the Julie, just Crystalite wanted to make sure she doesn't die, can always stay in the play. The aerials on the Estelle, I would say that might be a bit of a mistake. Taking away from the Drek, maybe his strongest awakening as a Drek player myself. I would say the aerials was really good, but Jet just wanting to favor these sparks. The Luna just taking Catalyst, 2 defensive trainings on the side of I don't want to upload this with the stagger smacker and the Catalyst.
And I feel like Spark of Focus would be just as lethal on Morning Wolf as well. I'm kind of with you on this one. I really would have liked to see the Drek with the aerials, but hey, let them cook, all right? They did take that last set. I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to be too harsh on them, even if, you know, maybe they're cooking something I'm not too fond of. We'll see what the final product is, because we already know what Ethan and Chrysolite can cook when they're on the attack. It's tasty. It's also healthy, unless you're on this blue side.
Ratatouille, anyone can be a chef, and they're really showing this right now with the awakening choices, but Sparks Estelle is definitely an underrated pick that I don't think a lot of people realize just how good it is. So yeah, I'm a bit disappointed it wasn't taken. It's one of my personal favorites to play, I have to say, over the Julie or the Asher.
Oh, no!
It works! I mean, maybe that was just a mind game from the side of, I don't want to upload this, because what was that?
That is next. Again, I don't want to upload this. What they're cooking is tasty, all right?
Yeah.
We've never seen it before. It's something new. And yeah, that's
some experimental highbrow cooking right there, and
very cheesy.
I'm not sure if it was intentional, but it worked out.
Must be Mexican. Very cheesy, very spicy, you know? Very good, too. I love Mexican food. Here we go. Ethan looking for the dunk, doesn't quite get it. That angle that Ethan came from, what was that?
Even I can't start to decipher the angles you get as Luna on this map. You can just go through the portal so many times, and I mean, you just want to swat her like a fly at times first before she can get the chance to do those. I mean, that's why you love the characters like Drek and Julie on this map. You can just squash her against the wall when she goes for that really goofy stuff. And oh my god, I did not expect that ult to kill from Juliet.
Yeah, that was, I don't think Jet did either. A little bit awkward as Ethan back passing to Scooby Panoopy. All right, we're pro back pass on this stream. Doesn't quite connect this time around. Still, though, the volley takes down the barrier. A chance for Free Duboo. But Spider Mummy actually tried to defend the portal. That's not where it was. Jet doesn't win the portal. We'll get a second chance. Scooby Panoopy gets it forward, but Ethan gets KO'd, and now Jet gets the goal.
Yeah, Jet has been so good at playing in these positions where he can get the passes from the portal or from Morning Wolf with the core here. It's, I mean, great stuff from Jet here on the Drek, just camping the goal, really. And it doesn't show on the levels really how much value he's having here.
Dude, was that off Morning Wolf or Crystalite?
I have no clue.
I don't want to say that was an own goal or an own barrier, but it kind of looked like it. I'm going to assume Crystalite hit it. I'm going to play benefit of the doubt on that one. Crystalite, though, is going to get the second barrier. That one definitely off of the Juliet, who had the kick, didn't have the punch, but has the core flip, and that's enough to take the second goal.
Such a tough situation from Duboo there. I mean, all you can do is just hope you don't get there in the first place.
Yeah, it was a rough position to be in. 2-1 right now. What does Free Duboo have cooking? What can I don't want to upload this? Find upload. Ethan's already KO'd, so that's a little bit awkward. Scoopy Panoopy going to try and save on the line. Crystalite gets it forward, but down goes that first barrier. Down goes that second barrier. A chance to equalize 2-2 for the second set in a row. Ethan tries to fight it back. Has Crystalite on the other side. Good use of the portals and passes. We go to Tofu Jail. The core
almost a Duboo moment
leaving it with not a lot of power.
I mean, at this point with Duboo, I'm expecting that to rocket forward at like unthinkable pace straight towards their own barrier, but thankfully doesn't end up that way this time. The Asher shield was so good at covering those angles, making sure they can't shove through.
As we do see Ethan get the hit, but recovery from Spider Mummy works initially. Eventually the pressure a bit too much. The barrier does fall. Volley And used a bit prematurely. Nuke misses as well. Core flip available on both Ethan and Spider Mommy. So keep your eyes on this core flip battle through the portals and into Jet. What a pass and goal!
What a pass! And you're seeing, I have to say, I really think this side of Free Duboo is just so much more used to playing on this map together. They're just so good with those portal plays right to Jet every single time.
I loved that, Pat. That might be the favorite portal play I've actually seen yet on this one. It was so smooth, so deliberate, and like I say that unironically, that was absolutely sick. Tied it now to a piece.
Morning Wolf just missing the shove there on the stealth teleport, but Spider-Man holding it down, tries to pass the Jet, but Crystallite's finally there to actually catch it, and you see they might be a little bit scared of Jet now on those portals, maybe trying to bring him forward back to help.
I'm curious. I didn't get a chance to test this on the practice tool, but if you go invisible through the portal, do you come out the other side still invisible?
Absolutely. That was one of the first things I tested, and I haven't quite figured out the cooking for that yet, but there's some chefing to happen there.
There's potential there. I have to agree. That is actually, I want to see that come through. I'm sure that will happen one day. For what will be one of the greatest plays, especially when those corner portals open up. Something that I still want to see Scooby Banoopy take a bit more with this Asher and be that oppressive, aggressive Asher with that giant barrier right there. Through the portals we go, though. Jet's there with the core flip. Same with Morning Wolf. Same with Ethan, who's going to dive forward, use it, and score the set-winning goal.
He just gets it in there, and I mean, this is what I expected from this team. Is just back-to-back sets. I think this is what we're gonna see. I think that might have been a reverse sweep from the side of I didn't want to upload this and help. But I can't 100% remember, and
I wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't? Well, I'm just wrong.
No, the goal before that was the sick pass from Spider-Man.
Oh, I don't have good memory.
That's all good.
Yeah. Oh, a really interesting thing here. You're seeing the Luna take extra special rather than Deadeye. Deadeye may be her best string, but you see a pretty good value on that special, and it might just be that she doesn't want to give it to the Duboo on the side of Spider-Man. Extra special, probably Duboo's single best training. If I had to choose one, so. Really valuing not having Duboo to get those walls and being able to shove rather than her own strength.
And again, if I were to call before coming into today, I might have to reassess my power rankings on this team. Or throw back to, your Friday Night Smash podcast. I might have to reassess the tier list on this one when it comes to the players. But Spider Mommy, I did have as the highest tier player on this team coming into it. So, denying their awakenings is a good call. Jet's been playing phenomenally, though, so far tonight. So it could be an argument against, well, I don't want to pit teammates against each other just yet. Either way, Ethan's going forward. Core flip shot. No, it's through the
that is tragic. And that's what you hate to see. That's what you just like the slight inexperience of this map. And maybe it even isn't even an experience. Just having that muscle memory from every single other map and thinking that would be a goal, and he just barely isn't on this map. Really hurt to see that.
That said, the KO on Jet is going to help. That volley massive from Morning Wolf, might I add. Thank you, Missile Propulsion. Either way, through the portals we go. Couldn't quite hit the pink portal. I think that's what Spider Mommy was looking for. Jet doesn't get the dunk.
Jet barely doesn't get it. Hitting that portal yet again.
Save.
And you see, Jet also would have gotten that goal if it wasn't the barrier, but that's a bit of a Duboo moment. I would have expected that roll to hit if I was Spider Mommy as well. That one hurts.
That's a painful mistake to make, considering the momentum of this series. Can only afford 5 more of those, and I don't want to upload this. We'll be forced to as champions. Here we go, Scooby Banoopy trying to make those saves. Crystallite, no, wasn't able to get through that midfield line. Jet keeps that pressure on. There's the big Duboo wall. Jet kind of stuck on the wrong side of it. Morning Wolf tries to dive in. Big core flip available, but Scooby doesn't have the space to use it just yet. Jet, again, a chance to throw it up to Morning Wolf. They connect. They get the barrier. Just neutralized, saved by the core flip, and denied by the lock and load.
So good at this. So good with these lock and loads, stuffing these flips every single time. And, you have to give it to Jet, but you also have to, that's an awful situation to be in as a goalie. It's so difficult to get past the Drakkar shotguns, covering so much space, especially with missile prop. It feels so hard to get through sometimes. It feels like a creation, I have to say. As someone who's played against it, as someone who's played with it a lot.
It is brutal. It's a tofu wall that's just, only there for a brief moment, right? Like that's what we're looking at. As Jet unable to quite get through just yet. Going to try again. The cross-up doesn't really work.
The wall almost getting them a goal there.
So, those nukes from Ethan not having the same impact, I feel like, as we saw last game.
Yeah, I have to say, you're not really expecting these nukes to hit that much, and the power of Extra Special on Luna, actually, I would say Extra Special might even be better than something like Specialized, is because every single start of the round, you can force both forward elusives almost, and maybe even the goldies if they're not positioned right, and you really force them to spread out, and you force them to, at the very least, one player to either take that nuke hit, which really hurts, or to just burn their elusive to start and let a different character come with them.
I really like what Crystal Light tried to do right there, but I like what Jet just did more. Dunk goal, puts it in, despite all the pressure on Spider Mommy.
Yeah, Jet's doing so well. I mean, I can't keep saying it on this Drakkar. I mean, Drakkar and Karna, as we saw from, if you've been here for a while, as you saw from that one Jet stream, just in that suit. I mean, who else is he gonna play? Who else is he gonna show such dominance on?
Yeah, it makes sense, and you know what? The world needs more Drakkar mains, even though everyone else will hate it. That's a big whiff from Spider Mommy, and that's going to get punished right now. Ethan trying to fight their way through, not able to get there.
Spider Mommy gets it out, almost to go for Morning Wolf, but Scooby barely has the primary back in time.
Through the portal we go. Ethan thought they were ready for it. Actually wound up missing the strike. Going to get a second chance through it. It's going to be thrown right back. Jet hit by the nuke. Stays standing, but not able to dodge the missile. Now a core flip on Ethan. A chance to take down that barrier, and maybe the goal if the barrier falls beforehand. Tofu Wall keeps it in an awkward spot. And what a great volley. Just good team synergy from Free Duboo to take set 3.
Yeah, amazing stuff. You can see even when Jet's not there to shove, they've been so used to having him there. Morning Wolf always on point with those volleys there. You can see, like, I mean, Morning Wolf is definitely not the standout from the tournament. Not as flashy as, like, Spider-Man with these saves or Jet these scores, but you can see the still is just as important. Being there as the backup to keep core control and always get it to Jet. I mean, it's not something that's mentioned too often, but you have to give it up for the midfield right now.
Yes. And the thing that I loved about that play too was it only worked because of the missile propulsion. The fact that like Spider-Man was able to shut down the bottom half of the map, force the pass up right into a volley that you know is going to go the distance because of that awakening. Like that was just smart play between the two of them.
Yeah, and kind of interesting awakenings we're seeing here. The stacks on Asher feels amazing here, especially with the powerhouse pauldrons. Scooby chose to start, and one of the oh my god.
I hate it. Strike wars in between a portal. Like anyone who wins those, like they deserve to move up a rank just from that alone. All right, like that stuff is crazy. Scooby Panumi gets the better of Spider Mommy on this occasion.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, just these portals are. I mean, I'll give it up to anyone who can really go through the effort to learn it, because I cannot be bothered. Oh, amazing strike there from Crystal Light, just sliding it in.
Yeah, Spider Mommy not too happy with that. Crystal Light. Again, you know, I'm putting Crystal Light in the same camp right now as Morning Wolf, or maybe they haven't been as flashy as the others, but has just been having a very solid performance throughout this entire tournament. I love that play. I'm a little sad it didn't work, but the pass through the portal as you walk through it, I want to see more of that.
Absolutely, and I mean, it's a bit hard to do. It's a bit hard to get through, especially as Juliet without all the speed, but I mean, you can see Crystal Light's going for it, and you can see Ethan's been going for it a little bit throughout the tournament as well. Yep. But not quite from the goalies here, which, again, I mean, as you are, I'm a little bit disappointed. Don't love playing against it, love seeing all the shenanigans that go on as goalie at this map with these portals.
And I feel like if you're taking Asher as well, like you have the push power, and when you have a way to like get back to your back line without an eject button, you should be taking it when your special is up. That's just my personal opinion. What do I know? This team's up 2-0 already without doing that.
Yeah, the nuke just barely clipping Spider Mommy, that hurts. And you can, I mean, I think this makes sense. I think the side of I didn't want to upload this actually did come out on top on the when it comes to awakenings. Filter not too great on Luna, only the extra impact been nerfed so much, and the side doesn't actually do anything for her besides a little bit of extra I guess size on the dash here.
Outside of the
stacks on the Asher allows her to cover so much more.
Outside of the obvious right now, this is actually very dangerous for the Free Duboo side because Spider Mommy had to burn the evasiveness from the start, and immediately Crystal Light was all over them. It was the nuke into the Juliet in their face. But it doesn't look like the capitalization was going to be there. In fact, now it's a chance to start the reverse sweep. Can Jet get another chance for a strike war? Has been winning most of them. Doesn't win this one, though. We go back the other way.
Yeah, but you can see a little bit of an unfortunate primary there. Takes it out of Crystalite's grass there. And unfortunately, maybe loses them a scoring opportunity by Ethan there. Just not quite hitting Spider on the goal. And
no!
that hurt.
What just happened doesn't matter. Crystalite put it in, but I want to take a goal. I want to give at least one goal to the other side for whatever Ethan did. I don't know. But Scooby gets MVP.
Ethan not quite remembering he just placed a nuke when he core flips, immediately hitting it out of his grasp and into the Duboo wall to send it back at the goal box. Some absolute shenanigans going on here.
So what I think Ethan was trying to do was you drop the nuke to create space, then core flip hit an open net.
Yeah,
I think that was the plan.
I think he might have forgotten that the nuke also hits.
Yeah.
And we might see Jet getting their third spark here. What is he going to choose? He ends up going for Spark of Strength. I think that's smart here. Well, Resilience definitely lets you survive a lot longer. It gives you so much scaling and survivability. Spark of Strength here might be this deciding factor. So much more power on those right clicks. Might actually score him a few kills off the side here with Juliet and Ethan if they decide to get greedy.
Every time
my God, you can see it immediately.
So much speed, and we actually do see some of that power in effect. It's going to be 1 KO aside, though, which usually favors the second team to do it. Now, this might be the 5th set in this match, but if I don't want to upload this, takes this game, well, that is it. Tournament done and dusted. But this is, you know, a best of 3 on the Strikers OCE channel. Since when do we only have, you know, 2 games in the best of 3?
Absolutely. I mean, I have to give a shout out to Taboo Babu in chat. If Duboo wins, I will reveal Yeety's first and last name. I mean, if that's an indication, if that's any kind of indication that maybe there might be a little bit of hope, and maybe there should be at least a second game, and at least a second and third game here. I think that might be it.
That's my coach, all right. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I like, you know, people leaking my coach's name, but yeah, that is something that could go down that way. We'll see how it does play out. Either way, things are looking pretty good for the I don't want to upload this here. 2 barriers fall. Crystalite unable to get that punch in, but does get the pass up to Ethan. They're playing on the power play, but they don't get the goal.
And just so much range on this Estelle ultimate there, just going from the goal to the enemy goal there, and it's really hard to deal with if you're the goalie. Just so much range and so much coverage, and Morning Wolf is just oh my God, I don't know if that was intentional, but it was an amazing teleport anyway to catch the pass between Ethan and Crystalite.
It was just well placed. It was well angled, well shot. Look, I mean, it is what it is, and what it is right now is a 1-1 game.
Oh, and you can see, as I was saying there, the nuke on Morning Wolf deciding not to burn the elusive on Jet W or Spider Mommy, but instead getting a little bit of damage on Morning Wolf who didn't actually have an elusive. There, and you can see they barely, don't quite get it out, but just there through the portal, but it goes immediately back on Scooby Doo, and you can see the goalie's playing ping pong here.
Yeah, but that was really an awkward game of ping pong because all the forwards rotated to the top half of the map and just one forward stayed down on that bot side. I think that's a barrier going to whichever side that was. So again, it's the trap of Gates of Obscura. You always want to go where the core is, and sometimes it just leaves you out of position. Those portals just running rampant. Speaking of which, now Jet has been staggered, doesn't make contact on the first lock and load, still can't get to that barrier.
And you see he's not quite able to go play in that position to get their shove off because of how staggered he is. Even the Azure would be able to kill him. And you can see they're using so much on him. And Azure shield and Dashburn finally takes it.
And now with the core flip in front of that barrier, no, Ethan loses possession. Morning Wolf takes advantage. That's going to open up the goal. Crystalite, though, gets the other barrier. This is dangerous. Ethan with core flip could probably score, but Ethan does weird things with the cores. And that shot from Morning Wolf not in. Ethan, core flip, shot, goal. It's now tournament point.
And that's the quick shot coming in for effect there for the Asher. If Scooby-Doo hadn't taken that last pick, then that was absolutely a goal there from Free Duboo.
It was there for the taking, but the saves were made, and now 1 goal away. I don't want to stream this or re-upload this or whatever their name is. It's whatever it is. It's not allowed if they win, all right? You got to upload it. You got to share it to the world. Here we go. Ethan Mid-pitch, trying to get it past Jet. They use the portal instead. Morning Wolf jets it to the barrier. That opens up the goal. A chance to equalize through the portal. Jet actually gets stuffed, but it's the volley. No, saved by Scooby Manooby. Jet, another chance, again denied by Scooby. Nuke buys some space. Jet throws it through the portal. Ethan's already up there waiting. Core flip on Morning Wolf, has a chance to equalize, doesn't get it straight away.
Yeah, you can see Jet opting to just try and damage the Asher to stun her instead of trying to shove it through her. As I mean, incredibly hard to shove it through Asher. One of her main strengths is just, it's kind of impossible. If she decides, if she has the cooldowns, she can just decide not to. And oh my god, I didn't even notice Crystalite died there.
Yeah, that was Morning Wolf with the snipe, and now it's just Ethan and Scoopy versus the world. Second portal about to open up. It will be there for a brief moment, but Crystalite able to get themselves revived. So no goal scored, but no barriers taken during the power play. Either way, Ethan goes through the portal. Scoopy puts it back in, but the tofu wall denies, and Jet locks and loads their way through. 2-2, set 5, game point.
I mean, there's no other way it could have gone. But I have to say, I mean, you're really worried here from the side of Free Duboo. 2 flips online on Ethan and Scooby Manooby. That gives Scooby Manooby basically another life, and barely saves it there.
Yeah.
Scooby playing a little bit further up.
If they can stagger Ethan, yeah, the core flip comes through. They do get the KO.
Trades barrier for his life.
That core flip early.
Just going through the portals, you kind of hate this if you're Free Duboo. Just stalling for Ethan to get back, and Scooby just manages to save it.
They're holding.
Scooby's just an iron wall here with the Asher. That quick strike's coming so in handy.
That was a big time moment. Jet still has core flip, but won't get the chance to use it straight away. This time they do, but it only gets one barrier. Nuke sends the core backwards, but through the tofu wall and then back in. Oh my goodness, it was like it was a wall. It was like the portal didn't exist. Jet in a lot of trouble, is able to get to safety in the corner. Second barrier falls. Free Duboo with a chance to go to match 3, but they gotta do it in a 2v3 power play. Morning Wolf steps forward, tries to snipe, saved by Scoopy. Second shot shut down by Ethan again. Ethan plays midfield, tries to find Crystalline. Cross up, denied with the core flip, but the volley misses, and the game continues on.
The Nuke saving the barrier there.
It's somehow not in. Scoopy save on the line. Core flip through the barrier. Morning Wolf misses through the barrier back towards the other side. And no, the portals, they get denied. Ethan, core flip, shot, saved. Second attempt, portal to Jet, who has lock and load but can't push it through.
What is happening?
It's so back and forth. Crystalite a chance to be the hero. Instead puts it through the portal. Jet's not there. Ethan is. Cross up goal. Ethan wins it. I don't want to stream this here. You're gonna have to, because you just won the Coachable Cup.
That was such an insane final round. I couldn't even process that. I mean, I played on that map so many times. I've played the most like intensive matches, and I have no clue what just happened there.
All right, I'm calling him out. I'm calling him out. You can't stop this video. Iris,
oh, no.
I see your cam. How were you yawning during the end watching that, man? What is going on? Look, that's gonna do it. I don't want to be streamed. I don't want to learn their name is what I'm calling them now, but they are the champions. They earned it. Ethan, Crystalite, Scoopy Panoopy, congratulations. You are all certified Smurfs and don't deserve to be in, you know, Plat and Below tournaments because you're just too damn good.
I mean, I have to say, I mean, after winning a tournament, maybe they need to be banned for the next Coachable Cup. I mean, clearly they're too good for this.
Now, yeah, they get promoted to coaches, actually. They get to...
of course. You have to move on to Monday night. We're sorry. Yeah. Get out of here.
But no, jokes aside, I mean... Fantastic showing from this team. Fantastic showing to their coaches as well, because you got to give them the credit. Aurelia, yeah, your teammate, and Coco, you know, the coaches to help, you know, push this team over the edge. And I mean, look, they played a tough series. Like, that would have been a challenging one worthy of that grand final, and they do get that dub, so hats off to them. Absolutely.
I mean, just amazing stuff there. And I have to say, I mean, while that was a 2-0 there from the side of I don't want to upload this, I would say a lot closer than I think some people thought it would be. I don't want to upload this came in as the favorites, but Free Duboo definitely held it down. Spider Man so good on that Duboo. Morning Wolf so clutch with that Estelle, those primaries, and then just Jet W, an amazing scorer there. But just all played amazingly there.
Yeah, again, I don't know what it is with this Strikers OC channel and like something about our region, but Swiss matches, 3-0s, we sleep. We get to the finals, and everything comes alive. It's just how we roll. It doesn't matter the
Love to
event's
see it.
name. It's what you love to see. And I mean, again, I know Free Duboo came up short. In fact, all the teams who made the top 4 may have come up a little bit shorter than they would like. Goofy Goobers as well, not quite able to push it through. But all 4 of these top 4 teams, I think, were super strong. Hook, Line, and Sinker being the other. And I think on their day, any one of those top 4 probably could have won this event. But on this day, it just Scooby Banoopy step up in that final set, and that goalkeeping was astounding.
Yeah, I mean, I have to give a shout out to all the players. I didn't want to upload this. Just played so well. But yeah, Scooby Banoopy just an iron wall throughout the entire tournament. So hard to push it through him. And just on this Asher, I mean, I think his Duboo was banned if I recall correctly.
Yes.
And I mean, clearly didn't matter. This Asher is just so strong here. Just able to hold it down constantly. And yeah, amazing stuff there from the goalie if I didn't want to upload this.
What people didn't realize was the free Duboo wasn't a case of, haha, funny Duboo meme. No, they wanted Duboo unbanned because they were scared of the Asher, and that's what they had to deal with instead. Look, they had their moments on the free Duboo side. Spider Mummy, again, the manipulation of the portals was fantastic to see. The replay we just saw, the team cohesion when they worked together on power plays against them. Jet showing that, he can be a high-level Drakkar if he puts in that work. I mean, those strike wars constantly going their way. But when I look at the other side, I mean, Crystalite had the KOs. Ethan, a bit unorthodox at time, but that Luna was dangerous and deadly. And again, Scooby Banoopy just holding down the line. So fantastic from all of them. Look, if you haven't done so already, check the announcements on the Discord thread. There's a little bit of a quiz. Last chance to get in there. Fill that one out, because in a few moments, we're going to get the admins in here, and they're going to hand out the rewards to the winners. I think they're going to be the ones who do the interview as well. I'm not too sure. We didn't go over interview protocol, or even if there are interviews.
No clue.
No idea what's actually happening. But what I do know is we're going to throw it to a break. And when we come back, it's going to be the conclusion. I want to see an interview from the winners. I want to see the admins give their thanks as well. So stick around. We're going to finish off this Coachable Cup, the first of hopefully many in style.
Well, welcome the winners of the Coachable Cup number 1. I didn't want to upload this send help. What a mouthful of a name. But congratulations on winning.
Yeah, congratulations. How are you feeling?
Thanks.
Feeling great. Feeling hype.
Yeah, we're feeling really good, honestly.
Yeah,
That was a crazy last set. Crazy last point, actually.
Oh, yeah.
It was so close. Everyone played so well.
Yeah. I won't lie. I was looking for a game 3 to round it all up, but I'm pretty satisfied with that last point, especially the overtime, like, obscure portals are like ridiculous. I don't think anybody knew what was going on.
No,
No, I have no idea how to do this.
Yeah.
What was this so confusing?
everyone stopped talking and we started playing by, like, instinct that we might have had. That was it. It was so crazy. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. I know the feeling. So, how much of your success would you attribute to your coaches Coco and Aurelia? Ethan,
A lot, honestly. Like,
I bet.
like, honestly, nearly all of it. Without our coaches, we wouldn't have been able to improve these past 2 weeks. Like, they've been constantly going over games with us.
Blaming us?
Constantly giving us advice.
Blaming you?
Like that. Yeah, a little bit of flame, but like good healthy banter, you know?
Good
It's
healthy
always good.
banter. A lot
Yeah.
of click corners, click second.
Like, with me and Ethan not being able to play our mains, we've been like forced to pick up new characters as well. So Ethan picked up Luna and I was just start going between
Oh,
keyboards
yeah.
and playing them.
Ethan, you were a demon on Luna. Whoa, what was going on? It's
I
pretty,
have been working pretty hard on doing past couple of weeks.
yeah, you've been a real
We
menace.
got a ton of help, ton of feedback from all the coaches, even people who weren't in our team either. It was great.
Ethan, a personal request from me. You have the infamous Atlas Sai. You know, we know that Atlas is your go-to goalie if you get goalie bugged. You know, you have a lot of games in Atlas goalie. You obviously have the Vice emotes. When are we going to see the Luna emotes? Who's now your Coachable Cup character?
Oh, as soon as next comp game they're coming out. Don't worry.
Let's go. Let's freaking go, guys.
They're coming out.
I have a
She's done me
question.
well. She's done me really well. So she deserves to go into the lineup. She deserves to go into the lineup.
Okay. Who are you replacing?
She's earned it.
Might have to retire the Asher Poggy.
Oh,
Atlas Sai is staying. Atlas Sai is staying.
Oh my god.
Staying for life. I'm sorry.
I have a question for all three of you. After this tourney, this amazing run, do you guys think you're gonna be sticking together for Monday Night Mondays?
oh, that's a good question.
Oh, hesitation. That's not what you want to see, guys.
Nah, it's more or less because Ethan's going away for a holiday soon, and
How long is this holiday? 3 months?
What?
A year. Totally a year.
A
It's
year?
not-
No,
who-
no.
Who put this in their mouth? I'm just going to Japan for a couple. Okay?
yeah, but
No. I have my HSC coming up. Omega Strikers might be. You might not see me in COP for a little while. You could say. Yeah, but you know what? I'm sure. Scoopy, Chris, and I, we're all tight now. You know,
Yeah.
we've
Yeah.
become really
Yeah.
great friends over the past couple of weeks.
100%.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good.
I really
That's-
love it.
yeah.
honestly as well, like, because we've made these like really good bonds with our coaches and like consider them really good friends, like another friend group to go to. If we do Monday Night Mondays, even just like the experience of it and trying to like play as best we can and learn from that, we could always go to the coaches and plenty of other people have helped us as well to improve. And I think also the competitive edge that you can get from playing in like with a team of people that you can communicate with has now kind of sunk into me. So yeah, I would be keen to do Monday Night Mondays, even if we do get rolled by like some of the best teams. Learning from those experiences and having people help us, which they have like these past 2 weeks, would
Oh, I
Just be
reckon
amazing.
you guys could give a run, like give some of these like better teams a run for their money for sure. Seeing your
Oh,
performance.
for sure.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you would
Yeah.
stomp Tugum, to be honest.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna agree with that one. I think we're washed way out of our league.
Nah, 100% not.
That's too much inkies.
It's all good. It's all good.
I want
Hey,
to see it.
so
One of my
you have- Oh, go on.
Go on.
Oh, I just wanted to just ask you whether you had anybody you want to shout out or a team.
Yes, I want to shout out Mintu and Kieran. I know you're watching. They're my #1 fans. You don't know him, but actually no, Min Hushinhan. You guys know him. He was my
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
he was my
remember your duo.
Min Hushinhan. Yeah, he was my buddy who I got into this game. Well, he's gone now, but shout out to him, number one fan since
Is he watching? Is he watching today?
He is watching right now, and he was watching the game.
Shout out Minhu, guys.
The last point where on Spider Mummy where we won, he called it a fluke, but you guys know.
Okay, no,
Holy
I'm gonna
base.
stand up for you as your coach here. That was not a fluke. You've been
Is that the guy
practicing
who
very
who
hard.
I've
picked,
been practicing.
Asher a lot?
He'd always pick Asher, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, mobile gamer.
Oh, he's a mobile
Shout out
gamer.
to
Oh,
The
Wow.
whole time.
demon.
Because
A lot of
Strike
mobile
is used on
gamers.
the Mac.
Scoring
On the
out.
Mac, but he has to use the mobile.
Right. Anybody else have anything else they want to say? Just last word.
I just wanted to say that in terms of like this whole event done by like the admins organizing and like everyone taking our time as coaches and the players as well to come out like and play this event, completely brand new players and some people who've been around for a while. It's been an amazing time, like not only like getting better at Omega Strikers, which is like quite a fun game, and it's a small community on OCE. We like bridging the gap between new players and beta players, for example, and making new friendships and having new people you can go talk to, and quite frankly help you get better, has been an incredible time for the past 2 weeks. You know, looking forward to coming on, hanging out with my teammates, talking to coaches, and then also like just kind of talking about it with other people as well and some of the other coaches, because not only have my coaches like Coco and Aurelia helped me, but you know, like definitely had other coaches come in and help us as well and give us pointers. It's been one of the best times ever, having like a new group of people to go to and like constantly hang out with and talk to. So yeah, I just honestly really big thank you to you guys as admins and like casters, everything, all the production behind this. It's been a really amazing time.
I'm gonna cry.
Well said, well said, Captain. Well said, Captain.
Oh my god. Good job, Captain.
Very well said.
Yeah, no, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone, not just the casters, the admins, everybody.
Yeah, no, like
involved.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone involved. The
players.
watchers, the players.
Yeah. What an
Got a
exciting
few things to
awesome
go
journey.
through still, but like just while we're shouting people out, especially Iris, who's with us right now, but he's the silent protector. He's been running the stream all night. He's absolutely goated.
what a
Uh,
joke.
Mr. Gameplay's friend, who would rather remain anonymous as far as I know, unless correct me, Gameplay?
Yeah. Let's keep it like that for now.
Okay, cool. Mr. Gameplay's friend, quote unquote, who's done all the graphics for the stream and any other cool things you've seen throughout the Discord. They're a really talented designer and they've like helped out and taken a lot of their personal time, which we're very thankful for. As well as any coaches, if you're involved, dedicated teams, if you were one of the forward or the goalie goobers who were happy to help out if anyone had any questions. The coaches for the coaches, if you will, or just the flex coaches, thank you.
Shout out to Snoop.
Shout out to Snoo, getting us in touch with Odie, and
Everybody.
also basically babysitting us as we struggle through this all. I feel like, especially me and Paris, we're kind of like really struggling. Taboo is very professional and very well spoken, same as Anti. I feel like a lot of us, it was a new experience for us as well. I'm just really glad everyone,
Yeah,
for the most
all of
part,
this,
as far as I know, enjoyed it.
for sure. Like it's all been definitely been like
Oh.
a new experience.
And sorry, shout out to Dizzy / Zeus. I'm not sure which one they
Oh yeah, they
go
made,
by.
like,
They
Absolutely.
created pretty much like all the team graphics, and they do an absolutely amazing job of it. I think they're a very talented artist / designer, and yeah, they definitely had some very funny ones, very skilled ones. It was awesome all around.
yeah, no, they were
Oh yeah,
great,
big
honestly.
shout out. No, for sure. Yeah, it's been a lot of bumps, a lot of experiments along the way, you could say, but it's a testament to the community, even despite all of the infighting, you could say, that we had this much of a turnout, right? Which was seriously unexpected, obviously. Like, me and Yeetzy, we were discussing once, I think on Sony's stream, we were just like, yeah, we might get like 4 games for this like idea of a platform.
teams,
Just
4
round robin it or something. 18 teams is insane. Granted, I was scurrying around like a little roach in people's DMs, but that is still crazy.
And everyone who made a commitment to be here today showed up. All,
Yeah.
what was it, 60 approximate players? Every single person showed up today. Shout out to a particular person who had a medical emergency at 6 a.m. this morning and
Jiminy.
still showed up. No is no.
Let's go. Let's go.
Shout out
Yeah,
to that
no,
guy.
that was
Oh, is that what happened? Oh.
yeah.
But I gotta say, I'm very happy that I joined this community. You guys are all great. You know,
Holy hosting.
you know, yeah. You guys just
Thank you.
before I joined, playing Omega Strikers by myself. And now
Shout out Coach
I'm
for
with
getting
you guys.
Ethan in the Omega.
Shout out Coach.
Just do it.
Shout out Quake for getting me in, guy. Yeah, and you know,
yeah.
I'm happy to have my redemption arc with Koto. You know,
Huh?
Oh my god.
I'm sure. I think we had a bit of a history before I joined, but yeah, I'm just so happy to get
I'm
to
very
know
proud
you
of
guys.
you, Ethan.
All right, yeah.
I will say though, some of those Ethan moments in their last game really, really put me on edge.
I think that's all about the spice. You get the good and get the bad.
Oh, definitely. I
100%.
Gotta keep the audience engaged.
That's just a Luna player. Like you can't.
Yeah, I
control
can't
them.
fault him for that. True.
I think we're gonna push it onwards to the winners of the votes, shall we?
Yeah. All right.
Let's
Well,
go.
we can just do it here. If our gracious winners wouldn't mind muting while we just go over a couple things, so we don't have to scurry between chats.